What's going on? What's popping? What's popping? It's your man Chris B back again. Today I wanted to talk about. I was seeing that the NFL draft had just wrapped up this past week, and a lot of buzz on the internet where people was talking about how the top prospects, many of the pictures that they had white women with them on their arm. On a lot of these pictures, and certain sisters was feeling some type of way about this thing online, and they was voicing that. But in this day and era of the sisterhood, I think it's kind of losing the grip that it once had, because some sisters are pushing back on that and talking about this culture of thoughtism and feminism and pushing to our sisters that they don't need no man young, and especially on these college settings to where they may have seen some of these dudes but thought it was lames, or they wanted the finished product. And they got me thinking about a bigger issue that I wanted to talk to y'all about today, is about that culture of hair, nail, weaves, and sandals, and thoughtism, and can Black women reject that? Because I'm speaking to you as a Black man, I know that I can't sit up there and tell Black women, hey, look, if you did this, you probably could power block overnight. Because I was just thinking at it in terms of economically. They say in this country that Black people are the quote unquote minority, but one of the biggest consumer blocks in the world. It just didn't make sense to me. It got me thinking, okay, that lets me know that we are not financially literate as Black people as we should be. And majority of these industries that sell these nail, hair, weave, and sandals to our women are not ran by Black women, right? So it came to another thought about, why is that? And why are our women so tied to these products? Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all of our sisters out there like that, but it's a majority enough that where it keeps these industries that I'm seeing from the 90s to now started off small, but now they're like mega conglomerate businesses. And it got me kind of thinking about Tupac, y'all. Got me thinking about Tupac, because Pac was always talking about wanting to spark the mind that changed the world. And I was wondering in terms of, could that be a woman that could come along and change the way women think about these industries in a way that would spark mass revolution, to where they would lay their hair, nail, weave, and sandals down and pull that money together. Now, that may be a taboo that I shouldn't even be saying on the internet, but I think it's an interesting thing to think about. You know what I'm saying? At least 10 years ago in the news, it was a supply chain issue in Milwaukee, where the hair and nail and shops had to shut down. And Black women had lost their mind. They had all kinds of pictures that they was talking about. The sisters in the street talking about, we need our weave, we need our hair. And I was like, damn, are they that to these things? But it seems like it is an issue to where, what would happen? And is there some female that could come along that could change females' minds in a way that would spark a revolution? They always say that the power is in the purse. So is there going to be a time where Black women will no longer feel the need to need these items or need these things in their life? Because it seems to me like this mentality that they're trying to bestow upon our women is of the thought culture. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that's being more commercialized these days, where hoeing and thought always been around since the beginning of time. But there was always a place for it. Everybody knew that place to go if you wanted that. Now, the elephant in the room, ladies, you know what I'm saying, for the men's side of things is that, I'm sorry, good girls, but sometimes men like a good hoe. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm just being honest from a man's point of view. Is no slight to you good women, but you always see these stories and hear about these stories of man has a beautiful wife at home, lovely wife, a wife that every other man would desire, but you catch him down the street with some scallywag hoe. You're like, what the hell? Why? And you know what I'm saying? He don't even know why, except he know that she was a freak. You know what I'm saying? But that culture seems to be more commercialized these days, where they want our women to be freaks. You know what I'm saying? They want that. The way they sexualize our women so much so to where that's what they want you to think of the Black woman when you see her on TV. That's why they put that imagery. It's called a psyops, you know. But today I wanted to share this video of where, you know, women are pushing back on this culture. They are pushing back on it. I've been seeing it more and more to where women are speaking out against these issues against other women, and the sisterhood definitely is losing their grip on the culture. Now, don't get me wrong, I think there are other factors that are contributing to this besides just sisters having enough of and portrayed as hoes, but I like to hear dialogue of sisters pushing back on this idea of feminism and wokeism and you don't need a manism and do it aloneism and everything ism under the sun. And then later on in life, you regret those decisions. Now, some don't. You know what I'm saying? Some people are perfectly happy being fine alone. But to me, I was thinking in terms of this is not more of a relationship talk today. It's more of a from a financial talk to the women, since y'all have the power. That's what they're saying in America right now, that Black women have the most power that they ever had. So if that is true, what if they channel that power to do what Black women really want to do? If they took their money out of these industries, how fast would these industries collapse overnight? And I'm not talking about an old natural look. It could be a new natural, you know what I'm saying? Something new. But I was wondering, is there a female out there that can change that mindset of other females and come up with a new way of thinking, where the females reject the nail, the hair, the weave, and the sandals? Now, I ain't saying that you gotta eradicate the whole industry, but you know what I'm saying? Enough of it to where not all your money is going into that. I can only imagine how much money, that income that would generate in the Black community alone. But it's a targeted effort to keep Black women on the cycle of that, buying the weaves, the wigs, the sandals, and everything else, all the other accessories that go along with it, and not putting that money into other things. That's why they do it. But I wanted you to hear what this lady had to say. And without delay, here we go.
Appearance value to be determined by the whole stuff that we do. We gonna let the hoes be the hoes. If y'all stupid enough to get caught on camera doing thought stuff and hoe stuff, then let that be you. What we're not gonna do is public champion it. We're not gonna do it, and we're not gonna cape for it. We're not gonna cape for it, whether we participated or not. We're not gonna cape. Black women cape for it. Sexy Red up here, act a fool, all them chicks. I ain't gotta go down the name. All them chicks get up there and act a fool. And if anybody come and say, man, black women need to have a classier demeanor about them and have a better demeanor about them, y'all will jump that person and be like, nah, black women have fun. Why can't we gotta be judged? Okay, so if you think you're not supposed to be judged, that's fine. But let me tell you a little secret. The world is judging you. You are judged. The consensus of black female imagery and appearance value is that we are all sluts. And that is because the vast majority of black women publicly champion slut behavior. They publicly get behind and support the hoes. Black women now have prostitution culture. White women don't. Culturally now, black women have prostitution culture. It's a whole culture now with black women. White women don't do that. So this isn't necessarily about white women being specifically better than black women or not engaging in some of the stuff that black women engage in. What it is about the mindset of not only white women, but any non-black woman. She just don't get that mindset. They're not immersing themselves in prostitution culture, and black women glorify it. So you get what you get. So these young boys see that they might have been, you know what I'm saying, busting you down in college. They was busting you down, and you thought that meant that you was gonna be at the draft with them, but no. Right before they know they finna hit that lick, they drop you because you're not wife material, and they know it because they've been busting you down. Them and they boys been busting you down. They know you're a slut. So they not coming out with you arm in arm, and they know you act a fool, and you got an attitude, and you think going to Subway and all that kind of stuff and Starbucks that's low. Look at the way some of these men describe white women as low maintenance, weak pushovers. If I were them, I'd avoid y'all at all costs. It's not a compliment. It's really an insult. All he said was these women were willing to reciprocate treatment. And black women literally take that as being weak. So when a black woman say, yeah, I'll go to Starbucks, I buy my man stuff, and you get around the sisterhood, they're gonna talk about you and call you a pick-me and call you weak-minded and a pushover why you want to be low maintenance.
I love the fact that she's keeping it real with the sisters, man. That's the kind of talk that I think we need to have in general. But, you know, it's a harsh truth, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere along the line, I think that black people have been victimized so much to where the point that we can't even keep it real with each other anymore. Black man or black woman. So it's always refreshing to me to see when a sisters keep it real with each other.
Maintenance, you buying this Negro stuff, blah, 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 blah. When really that's just reciprocal behavior in a relationship. You buy your man stuff. I don't see the problem. Y'all literally think that's being weak, making sure that you stay at a certain level. Will white women gank her husband at a divorce for half his stuff? Yeah, but sometimes she was there when he built it too.
Struggle string king.
So sometimes them dudes really don't have a whole lot to complain about. Jeff Bezos, Jeff Bezos and his wife divorced each other, which that probably was a legal matter, probably a tax matter, but we ain't gonna talk about all that. But she was there when he built Amazon. She was there for that. So when he gave her that little cut of money and sent her on, she happily went on about her business. It didn't even dent his pocket. He just gave it to her. And people said, oh, he gave her too much money. He was like, man, that woman was there when I was building that stuff. Man, she can have it. Because you don't even know how to hang back and chill back and shut your mouth for the building process. You don't even know how to do that. Just like he described, one of his friends, girl, realized that the guy just got a deal. Now she already begging. He ain't even got the money in his pocket. She already begging. You don't know how to shut up. You don't know how to just chill and just hang back. Play it cool. Y'all don't know how to do none of that. Immediate hand out, give me money for this, give me money for that. And what you don't understand is that men don't mind doing that, but coming up thirsty, begging like a bum with your hand out, ain't nobody trying to hear that. All just mad because white girls is slicker than you. White girls is a little bit more, like they know how to keep it under wraps. They know how to keep that golden. They know how to keep that thought stuff. They keep it under wraps. And y'all don't. Y'all proud of it. So be proud of it. These are the results. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of The Crimson Cure. And this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Now that that was just a little quick a segment part of it that I wanted to show you. I'm gonna run it back to the beginning of the video so that you can see what it was.
Walden's mission of creating positive social change really is a passion of mine.
Bro. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we got a bunch of chicks mad. Okay, so the NFL draft just happened about maybe a week ago or so, right? Recently. And so Black women were upset. And this is the only post that I captured, but I saw plenty of comments about Black women being really upset that a lot of the draftees, Black male draftees, were there with a lot of white women as their girlfriends and as their fiancés and things of that nature. As you can see right here, so I'm not even gonna lie, seeing all Black athletes with white girlfriends at every draft makes my blood boil. It's borderline shameful. No, it's actually quite shameful, but not because they're with white women, but because they couldn't be with you. That's why it's shameful, because there are not enough Black women that are willing to actually be women and be proper women in relationships, that you can actually be in college with these same guys. Y'all claim y'all go to college all the time. Y'all are always in these universities. You're always somewhere getting your education and getting it popping. And so you rub shoulders with these young men before they ever get to an NFL draft. If you happen to be at a university that has a football program or a well-established football program, you know who the football players are. You know who they are. Y'all the ones want ballers. You got to get a baller before you're a baller, not after. And that's what a lot of these white girls are trying to do, to go to college, not just to get the degree. You can get the degree, but they go to get, as Ebony K. Williams once called it, the MRS. You go to get your master's, but you also go get your MRS, your Mrs. degree. And Black women don't know how to do that. You used to do that. So don't get mad at another demographic of women that actually focuses herself to do this. You rub shoulders with these same men that they see them, you see them just like they see them, but you think you're better than them. You think, oh, he doesn't have any money right now. He's just playing football. You know, he's a broke student athlete. He's a broke student like me. So he's not going to be like, I'll get him.
Now, I can't blame all sisters for that because like I believe it's targeted, and I believe it's propaganda that's been pushed upon our sisters to force them to have this mentality, or a lot of the sisters to have this mentality of what they think of a man. So they definitely are not thinking in terms of marriage. You know, hell, I have a daughter right now, and I don't want her to get married right now. But, you know, I definitely told her that I wanted her to at least, you know, care about the person that she wants to spend that kind of time with. I would hope that she would care about, you know. I think that's a lot of the issue, that our women just don't care in a lot of aspects. But some sisters are pushing back on that. And I think that's the conversation. You can't, we have freedom of speech in America. So I think it's very important to not only hear one side, but to hear all sides, whether you like it or not. I think it's very important. And I think it's very important for our sisters to hear this message.
Him after. No, you get him now if you want him. If you want to be in his circle. I seen those you know, videos and because I didn't watch the draft, but I saw like the replays and the playbacks, and it was a lot of Beckies. It was a lot of Beckies, It was a lot of them, right? So then we had one young man who took to TikTok or Instagram or whatever to explain why a lot of his friends who were the D1 athletes that were going to the draft, why they said they were picking white women, and black women still don't want to listen to it.
All these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women. What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Megan Thee Stallion challenge? He said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of the guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they were like, goody, you know the NIL deals we got. One of my guys said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. Oh, shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, this and this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh, shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some. Why are all these black college athletes that are getting some fucking ice cream? My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cabo Bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for it to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one. But if I want to be nice, I'll get her thing, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. I don't even care about the nails, really. They do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like,
that's what got me thinking about this and wanted to do this whole video and share this whole video, because he kept mentioning hair and nails over and over again, different dudes that he was talking to on this football team. So of course it got me wondering, that's very interesting. I was like, okay, so if these women wasn't requesting money for these hair and nails and was putting that money into something else like businesses and starting up corporations and stuff, it was just a thought, it's just a thought. But like I was saying before, can we find a woman out there that can spark that kind of revolution in women to where they get off that mentality of the hair and nails?
She just brushes it. We're flat irons. She wants to be special. Jesus Christ, I'm saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. This is what they told me. Do the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me. I'm going to get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro.
So, and they still in the comments, still in the comments, be marrying those types just to run around cheating on them with the very women they claim to not like. For whatever, black chicks be thinking that's a flex. Black chicks think that to be the side piece is somehow the flex over the wife. If a man happens to cheat on his wife with you, that doesn't make you better than wife. I don't know when side chicks going, and it's not your business how is you each other, she views it, you should even be involved. The fact that, let's break that down. The fact that they can come get you to be the side chick and you knowingly be the side chick, that means your integrity was so low that you were willing to be some man's side chick, but you fathom being another man's wife. All of this stuff about, oh, what he doing women wrong. Y'all claim y'all are so empowered women and y'all claim y'all love women so and love each other in the sisterhood. Why would you do a fellow woman like that? You should not even be available to be chosen to be a side piece. Let's start there. Why are you available for that position? Your integrity is shot all the way around. And then the females that men step out for are literally the women that they don't see the value in. They see sex in you. They literally see, I can do much less for you and get everything I want out of you for very little effort. Very little effort. But we're not even gonna go down a rabbit hole or cheating and all that kind of stuff. They're focusing on that and still not focusing on what he said. Now they're trying to talk about how not innocent the white girls are. Just that I work with mostly white men. They tell me y'all, them white girls do way more than us as far as behavior goes. They just don't get judged. No, they just don't get caught. They have enough self-respect. Let me tell y'all something about the general body of white women. They are hoes. The general body of white women is hoish. Okay, these are the chicks that do all kind of. They feel like they college years is for a couple of things: to get the education. They feel like it's time to get all the sexual experimentation out of the way, whether that's lesbian experiences, fighting around, trains, whatever. They call themselves that. They experimental years. Right before they get out of college or right after, they clean it up. And then they go into wife mode and look for husbands. And then this is how they coming out with husbands. And then they just never speak of they thought behavior ever again. They just never talk about that anymore. And they get a boy that around them when they was doing the thought stuff, they get a boy from somewhere else. They manage not to have kids to prove the thought behavior. And they manage to separate themselves from the thoughts. They also manage not to post it all on social media and to glorify other hoes. They don't glorify them hoes. They don't get on there and do Meg Thee Stallion challenges. They don't do that. They don't do sexy red challenges. They won't do it. They like twerking too. They like sucking D. They like busting it open. They love doing all of the stuff that black chicks glorify. It's just that y'all can't keep y'all mouth shut about the foolishness you do, and they manage to keep their mouth shut about the foolishness. Thus, The imagery of them is not slutty like it is for you. In other words, they hide they slut stuff. They hide it. Yeah, she may have did that. I was in college. I was 19, 20. That's a long time ago. And she a soccer mom now. She got 3-4 kids by that man. That man don't know her college history and being a hoe. She moved away. That's why she go to college way somewhere not her hometown. She come back to her home, and them boys don't know she's doing all that. Even if they might figure it, they ain't got no proof of it. And we know white women like doing stuff like that because way back in the 90s and stuff, girls going wild, college girls going wild. Them was white girls.
That is.
They tamped that down. They was like, no, we're not gonna have that to be our public image that represent us and what we do and what we about. Yeah, we do the thought stuff, but we're not gonna praise that. We're not going to allow our public appearance value to be determined by the whole stuff that we do. We gonna let the hoes be the hoes. If y'all stupid enough to get on camera doing thought stuff and whole stuff, then let that be you. But what we're not gonna do is publicly champion it. We're not gonna do it, and we're not gonna cape for it.
So I definitely think, that there's a image problem in our community, especially with our sisters, to where this is what is being pushed to the public. This is what is being pushed to our sisters purposely to keep you like this, to keep you buying hair and nail and weaves and sandals. I think it's all targeted. But like I was saying before, when I first started this video, is I think it's going to take a Black woman out there to change this kind of mentality. I think she's out there. God knows where, but I think she's out there. To change this cycle of why our women are economically dependent on these things and on these industries. It's like addicted to a dope. Like you're addicted to drugs, because it seems like that, that is just so ingrained in our Black society of that hair, nail, weaves, and sandals that I could only imagine how much income that would generate for the Black community alone if women decided hands down to lay that stuff down. But it's just a thought, you know what I'm saying? It's just a thought of what I was thinking about when it came to our Black women, our beautiful Black women in this country and around the world. But once again, I just wanted to see if this can be done. Can there be a change to where our women will no longer feel so tied to these products and these industries that have made billions off of the Black community? Because you might as well say the Black community as a whole, because men, if you gave your woman money to go get her hair and nail weave done, then you contributed to that too. So you're a part of that industry as well. Now, don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with looking good and feeling good about yourself, ladies. I'm all for that. And I like when you look good and feel good about yourself. But in terms of economic benefits to your community, why are you so tied to these products and these industries? Because I've seen a lot of the times how these people act that own these stores when we walk in there. It's, what it is. It's that hurry up and buy and get your ass up out of there. So a lot of people can fake the funk. Very few of those people in those industries are polite and kind to Black folks when they come to these stores to buy these products or do a service for Black folks in general. Just know this, I'm on my way out. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but just know this out there, my peoples, my peoples. You are the American dream, in my opinion. Black people, we are the American dream. Because people will die, swim, rob, steal, and kill to get over here just to get a business open in a Black community so they can blow up. Think about that in some of the places where you live when you spend your money. And know that a lot of these industries, we don't own any of them. Well, yet we contribute to their wealth and other people getting rich off of us. Economically challenge yourself to be financially literate. I'm trying later in life. I'm trying, y'all. I wish somebody kicked me in the ass a long time ago. It is what it is. But once again, let me know what you think about this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll get back with you. Peace.